This guy's trying to tell somebody that Obama hated Biden. Listen, man, if this is what you need to tell yourself to get yourself to sleep at night, then so be it. But based on fucking what? Based on the fact that they got along incredibly well the entirety of the 8 years, based on the fact that Obama has supported him ever since the end of the Obama years, based on the fact that, what? I mean, I know that you guys aren't used to a normal president-vice president relationship since your guy tried to have his last vice president killed. Tried to order him to do things that he didn't have the power to do. And Lord knows what's going to happen with the VP you got now. If I were J.D. Vance, I'd be getting to get that book deal together as quickly as humanly possible, lining up every avenue to make money for once he's jettisoned from the team. Because that's coming at some point in time. But yeah, dude, if you need to tell yourself that Obama hated Biden, then fine. But why does this guy fucking live in your head this much? You know, you guys talked about how Trump lived in our heads during the entirety of Trump's first term, right? Which made absolutely no sense. He was president of the United States, but we weren't allowed to talk about him and the things he was doing. It was just stupid as fuck. Then he lost the 2020 election and almost immediately began running for president. Did he announce immediately? No, but he never actually stopped running for president. So he was essentially running for president from the moment he lost the election all the way up until he won the 2024 election. And we weren't allowed to talk about him. We weren't allowed to talk about him despite the fact that he was doing rallies and putting himself in front of cameras and making the news every day. Then we weren't allowed to talk about him after he officially announced. Then we weren't allowed to talk about him during the debates that he skipped out on. Then we weren't allowed to talk about him during the primary voting season. Then we weren't allowed to talk about him once he became the nominee. Now we're not allowed to talk about him again now that he's president again. But somehow, here you are, talking about the relationship between Barack Obama and Joe Biden from 8 years ago. The black guy is forever going to own space in that tiny little fucking mind of yours, isn't he? You are never going to be able to stop thinking about him, are you? 20 years from now, if you're still alive, and who knows, I might not be alive in 20 years, but 20 years from now, if you're still alive, you're still going to be bitching about Obama, aren't you? He lives rent-free in your head. Obama